What if the 2026 Honda CR-V isn't the safe, predictable SUV everyone assumes it is? What if behind that polished new exterior there are design choices, hidden upgrades, and unexpected compromises that could either protect your wallet or quietly drain it over time? Before you even think about stepping into a dealership, you have to ask yourself, is the CR-V's refreshed look actually built to outlast years of harsh weather, road salt, and daily driving abuse? Or is it just another sleek facade hiding weak points you won't notice until the warranty runs out? And what about the interior? Does Honda's minimalist redesign truly bring comfort and functionality? Or are there subtle shortcuts in materials, tech integration, and long-term durability that only show up after thousands of miles? As you consider what features actually matter for your safety, your budget, and your long-term peace of mind, the bigger question becomes clear: is the 2026 CR-V the reliable investment Honda promises? Or is it quietly shifting in ways that could catch even loyal owners off guard? Asterisk, when you look at the 2026 Honda CR-V's exterior, the first thing that hits you is how aggressively Honda wants this redesign to look tougher and more premium. But the moment you lean in closer, you start asking whether these updates are genuinely built for long-term durability or if they're quietly setting owners up for future maintenance surprises. Because that bold new grille with its active shutter system may promise better airflow and a small bump in fuel efficiency. Yet those moving shutters sit right in the most abused part of the vehicle, constantly blasted by gravel, winter salt, and road debris, which makes you wonder how long they'll operate smoothly before sticking, jamming, or triggering a warning light that sends you straight to the dealership. The slim LED headlights and sharp LED taillights look undeniably modern, but LED assemblies are expensive, and a minor bump in a parking lot could turn into a repair quote that makes you question why a simple light costs so much to replace. And with the CR-V's lights integrated tightly into the bodywork, even small impacts can mean big labor bills. Then you start noticing the sculpted body lines and aerodynamic flow, which give the SUV its sleek profile, but also create places for moisture and dirt to collect. Spots that can quietly start rusting or wearing down clear coat if the seals weaken over time. The 18-inch wheels look upscale, but larger wheels often mean faster tire wear, pricier replacements, and more sensitivity to potholes and alignment issues. And if you go for the Trail Sports all-terrain setup, you're trading silence and fuel efficiency for a tougher look that may cost more in the long run. Even the black wheel arch trim and lower bumper accents, which seem harmless, can fade, loosen, or warp after years of UV exposure and temperature swings, leaving the SUV looking older than it should unless you're willing to keep reconditioning pieces that weren't meant to last forever. The hands-free power tailgate feels convenient on day one, but the motion sensor sits low on the bumper right, where snow, mud, and road grime build up, which makes you wonder how reliable it will be after a few winters. And the second that sensor misreads, fails, or shortens its range, you're dealing with electronics that aren't cheap to diagnose or repair. Even the rear bumper design, with its clean integrated look, hides backup sensors and modules that can be knocked out of calibration by a tap that used to be harmless on older SUVs. Roof rails promise adventure, but they also create drag, can add wind noise, and rely on seals that age over time, meaning the risk of slow leaks or staining grows as the vehicle gets older. Then there are the plastic underbody shields, great for aerodynamics, but vulnerable to scraping, tearing, and sagging, especially if a clip breaks or ice builds up in winter. And reattaching them often becomes a recurring annoyance. Even structural tweaks that make the CR-V lighter and more efficient raise questions about whether the body will resist dents, corrosion, and long-term wear, as well as older, heavier. And while the Trail Sport trim looks adventure-ready with its rugged accents, skid plates, and all-terrain tires, the real-world question is whether these upgrades actually deliver long-term durability or simply act as visual bait to make buyers feel like they're getting an off-road machine when most of the underlying engineering remains the same. So when you step back and take in the entire exterior of the 2026 CR-V, from the grille shutters to the lighting, wheels, sensors, trim pieces, aerodynamic shaping, and electronic conveniences, you start realizing that every upgrade introduces new complexity, new failure points, and new long-term costs that may not show up until years after the warranty ends. And it forces you to ask the one question every SUV shopper needs to consider: is this exterior truly built for years of dependable use? Or is it a beautifully engineered trap full of modern features that look great on day one but quietly chip away at your wallet over time?